Hi out there. The 6th episode of my video blog is really special because this is the first time I'm going to have a guest in my video blog. Lutwin Schommer with AGU Baby is coming from Switzerland to talk to me about smart gadgets, IoT, smart devices. So really looking forward to meet him. Yes, thank you, Lutwin, for reaching out to us. How was your trip to Germany?
Oh, the trip was nice. Very easy. No traffic jam.
No traffic due to Corona, or was there any limitations due to the Corona?
No, I think it's because people are not so eager to travel at the moment. Yeah. You see the highways are empty, especially in case of long distances. In case that you come closer to a city, then more traffic because of the local traffic. But I think because of Corona, people have reduced their behavior to travel.
Yeah. And I mean, obvious, the question is always, how does Corona affect your business?
Yeah, we have seen a rising of the products, especially fever thermometers. It was a tremendously demand on the market.
Because this is one of the main symptoms.
Yes, because of the main symptoms, and everybody liked to measure this. And also some people in the custom or in the police, they have also to measure because they are not really known whether the people have infection or not. And the second problem was that we ran out of our stock because China was closed and we produce a lot of devices and sub-assemblies in China. And in this case, we had no stock and we could not deliver what we had to deliver.
Yeah. Okay, so your kind of partners in China couldn't deliver?
Yeah, because the factories were closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in this case, we had a gap between the order and the producing and delivering. So 3 months, we did not get any devices.
So what did you do? Just waiting for that, or?
We have sold out our other products and then we had to wait for the new production. But in the meantime, it's running continuously without any problem.
Yeah, we had similar issues with some of our customers, and I also heard or read the most of the factories, the car manufacturers in Germany, they closed down because they ran out of parts. Because
sub-assemblies.
Because they couldn't sell or they had to work for. So it's quite interesting. One of our customers even had to shift the production to Europe because they really needed the production. And when they finally managed to shift the production, they shifted it to Italy. Then Italy was affected, and then they had to shift it back because China was open again, and Italy couldn't deliver. So that was really bad for them because they had to shift it basically 2 times and had twice the delay due to that. So it was really kind of a situation of uncertainty.
Yeah, that's pity. Yeah.
Okay, Lutwin, what did you brought with you?
Yeah, the first idea was to connect a few devices to one app. And today we have the example here. This is an illumination for the children's room. And also we have a temperature indicator so that people can watch the fever development of the children during the night.
Okay.
And we can start with the lamp because that is nice to see and everybody understand what is behind.
We have one kind of package for all the devices that you offer. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And you can purchase the device one by one or only?
Yes, you can buy one by one, and it's available on Amazon or in baby shops. Yeah.
Where do you sell that? Worldwide?
Worldwide, yes. But here we have the lamp.
Okay.
I have now a cable on this because we have to demonstrate this. Normally you mount it at the wall or at the ceiling, and then we can work with this. So I can control the lamp here. I can switch it off. You see now it's going down.
Okay. It's going down. Yeah, it's cool.
In case that I like to control the lamp and to change the color temperature, you see it is very easy and very smooth to control the brightness and the color temperature. 2 sliders. It looks like a curtain. And in case that you move this, you see the change immediately the color temperature, or in case that you use the other one, you increase the brightness. And
wow, that's impressive.
Yeah,
that's really...
And very easy to handle.
What else do you have?
Yeah, we have another example. This is a temperature indicator. All the parents know, in case that the child has fever, you have to measure every half an hour during the whole night. After 2 or 3 nights, you're really crazy. It's easier to use such a device. You can fix it to the baby. And the mobile phone, the app takes the information every 4 seconds. We get a measurement. And after a while, we can see how the fever is developing. I can set here a threshold that in case that the fever rise more than 38.5, then I get an alarm. Or the temperature goes down below 36.5, then maybe the indicator has removed. I get also an alarm because then I will not get measurements.
Yeah.
The big advantage is I can use this to collect the information, and next day I can go to the doctor and show him a graph.
Oh, yeah.
And the doctor can see, okay, this is the fever development, and in case that we have given some medicine, then we see that the fever curve is going down, and because of the different curves, the doctor can make a better recommendation of the medicine and also can see what is the ongoing on this disease.
That's nice. And the information stays on the phone? Or
all the information will stay on the phone. It is not transmitted to any server. It is only on your mobile phone. That is also
your data. It's not shared with anybody.
No.
Oh, okay.
It is according to the European law of
GDPR.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
In this case, everybody has his own information, and there is no sharing with someone else.
Yeah. So in this case, Bluetooth is really good advantage, right? If you have Wi-Fi, then you get a little bit more online. Also, you still have the control of the data.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it is also controllable by the mobile app, and we can also show it how it works.
Yeah.
It is a very small tool. There is a small battery we have to connect. Very easy. Open this device.
So there was the battery.
No, the battery is the full circle.
Tool, right? Oh,
that is the tool, and the battery is the full circle device. So we fix it. I switch it on, and I can see on my mobile phone, in case that I go to the app, I have to connect.
Can I touch the device?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's see some light for the Bluetooth, right?
Yeah.
Just connecting, okay. And here's the sensor, right?
Yep. So now I see immediately the temperature here. Because it is not used, that is the lowest temperature is 33 degrees. That is the same what you have on the fever measurement tool. In case
it's not going below, even if I would put it in the fridge. It would
yes. So and in case, there is a small indicator in case that you look on the back side. This is the sensor. The metal plate is the sensor. And after a while you will see how it works.
Okay. It's a really nice, nice enclosure.
And this is easy to see.
Oh, nice. What I find interesting to hear your opinion also as an expert in this area is about the revolution behind IoT, or what IoT actually means. IoT is a big term, but this is basically an IoT. This is a smaller device, right? I think your phone is an IoT device. My watch is an IoT device. We have IoT applications in the industry for industrial somewhat applications, production. In the car, we have every car is connected. Every new car is connected. Today we have IoT in healthcare, and I think most of the consumer electronics are also IoT devices. But do you think the people get what it is IoT and what revolution stands behind it?
Yeah, I think this special term IoT is something for specialists like you and me, or for Chris Howard. We grow up with computers. In the early 80s, we have started with the computers. It was based on DOS and Microsoft First Windows and so on. In the meantime, the handling of computers and mobile phones is so easy that everybody can use it. And this technical term, IoT, is not so well known in the consumer area. It's more or less something for the specialists. Mm. And I think there is a revolution in case that you look at the development of the computers and how all this software has developed in the last years. Now the small devices come to a performance that there is no limit. You can program whatever you like, you can realize whatever you like, you can do what you like. And in this case, I see there is a revolution, but to call this time a revolutionary time, you can do maybe in 100 years. Same like we look at the wheel, the development of the wheel or the fire in the Stone Age. That was really a milestone in the development and has increased the development for the coming years. And now we have computers, we have devices, we can program whatever we like, we can do what we like, and it is very flexible.
Yeah, it's interesting, the kind of historic perspective on the same, like 20 years ago, we had internet, but 30 years ago we didn't even have internet. And today, when the internet is down, it's
a disaster. Especially for young people.
Yeah, especially for young people, but even for some companies that have a large infrastructure, it's a disaster. Right? You lose a lot of money. Yeah. So we really depend on that. Mm-hmm. And I think the comparison with the wheel or the fire, I mean, the people it didn't happen overnight, that these too, right? It happened over some period of time, maybe even 100 years, not so fast with the internet, but that's an interesting perspective. And I certainly agree that the Internet of Things terms is a specialist term, but maybe what would be your definition of Internet of Things, basically? What would you say is this is an Internet of Things or this is not an Internet of Things?
As long as you can connect it to the digital devices like a computer or an iPad or a mobile phone, then it's for me IoT. Yeah. But people don't think about this. In case that you have a fitness tracker, they only use the information from this, and they don't think about this special term for this. Yeah. They see it in the advertisement, they buy it, they use it, and that's it.
Yeah. So that the user have only this kind of front end view, how they use it, the usability, and the technology, the Internet of Things behind this. This should not be visible for the user, right?
No, it's a combination of the software and the hardware, and this is make this intelligent. Yeah. As long as you have a watch, an analog watch, you can see only the time. But in case that you have this modern watch, this from Apple, for example, or this from Garmin or whatever, then there is more intelligence behind, because they collect data, they compare something, you can combine it with other data, and in this case, it's really flexible and it's very intelligent.
And the whole data privacy issues is certainly a topic for European people, let's say, right?
Yes, it's a very topic.
How do you see that?
It is not critical. I think we program our software according to the rules and regulations, and we guarantee that the data will be only on the phone, will not be transferred to any other server. And in case that something changed, we always ask the customer again, do you agree or not agree? And then the customer can decide to give the data or to keep the data.
Okay, so the user has the control over his data. Okay, but I read a lot about the usage of data and kind of the sharing of data. That's the where business and maybe even some organizations, some government organizations can take additional usage. Let's say from your device, if it's a spread like this temperature device, if that is spread wide enough in the population and the government would kind of see the temperature of the population, they could detect some kind of a coronavirus spreading early, right? Of course, based on temperature, they would not know if you have corona or not, but if they see from my 2 million people, I don't know, 500,000 have temperature, and that's probably an indicator that makes some sense to them. Or could make
this is then a special rule what they have to create in the government, that maybe it's necessary to protect the population, that everybody has to wear a temperature indicator that you can immediately see when the temperature is rising. This is a decision of the politicians. And in case that the population say, yes, this is important because we protect our health and ourselves, then it would be possible.
Yeah. All right. And do you think that smart home, which is basically what you do with your products, right? Is it already kind of a mainstream topic, or do people use that widely, or is it still some nerd technology?
It's at the beginning mostly a nerd technology, but we see that more and more people think about this smart home use because it saves time. And during the Corona time, they have also spent more time at home, and then you start thinking what we could optimize.
Yeah.
The easiest one is to control the heating system, that you have always the right temperature.
Yeah.
Or you can also think about the illumination, that you have always the right light, especially you like to read something, or you sit only to watch TV, then you have different light conditions, and you can program this very easily with the remote control.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a comfort you can increase in your home.
Yeah.
And even on your working place, maybe you have also automated systems, air condition, temperature, all is controlled by computers in the meantime. And I believe that in the future people will more focus on this.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in case that they build up new houses, then they can integrate this directly into the environment, and then it's easy.
Yeah, and just to get maybe also an outlook from you as an I would say an insider of this industry, especially in the consumer electronics, what trends do you see? Like, what would be kind of the next thing that people?
Yeah, the next thing. The same like Apple is doing every year. Everybody's expecting that there's a new thing is coming. But I think the optimization of the existing tools or devices, this is the next step. Now the manufacturer starts to produce interfaces so that you can control existing devices. It can be a jalousie from the window, it can be the illumination, it can be whatever, heating system. Even in the kitchen, you can have an intelligent refrigerator. The information is counted by the barcodes, and the refrigerator knows exactly how many milk, how many yogurt, and how many sausage you have in your refrigerator. And you push a button on your mobile phone and ask the computer, what can I cook today? And because of the information in the refrigerator, you get a recommendation to make barbecue with the sausages. Or you have to eat the yogurt because next day will be expired. All this intelligence behind, this helps people to keep the refrigerator clean, that you have not old stuff in this, and you have not too much stuff. You can also program maybe the computer to buy only healthy food, so that you have only, according to your personal demands, the food in the refrigerator, and you cook according to this, and this can be done all by a mobile phone. In the meantime, you can program all this. There is no limit.
Yeah, I certainly also see a trend to build more the ecosystem. So what you talked about before, that you have one app for many devices, and nowadays I see a lot. You buy, I don't know, a washing machine, you have one app. You buy a car, you have another app. You buy illumination, you have another app. And then you have, I don't know, 20, 30 apps on your phone with different quality and different interface that you have to control. And if you, for instance, want to just watch TV, select the film that you want to see, and make the light darker, maybe close the jalousines, then you have already 3 applications that you have to control, which is not so convenient. So I definitely see a trend to make the whole stuff more integrated. And I really like the kind of the algorithms that you can set in your applications for certain, let's say, sunlight goes down or goes up. You can maybe combine it with music.
This is the challenge.
The combination
this is the challenge for the programmers and the software engineers. In case that you look at remote control, you can buy in the supermarket a universal remote control for your TV. And then you can learn together with the... Yes, it still exists, and you can learn with the computer, with the TV and the remote control that all the functions are proper set up. Yeah. And in this case, the next step will be that you can integrate some groups of devices. We are focused on devices for baby care. In this case, you have a limited group of devices, and for this one you can program this app. In case that you look at your home and your flat, you need also specific groups to control the brightness, the heating system, the jalousies, and maybe the door that you can open by a fingerprint or whatever. This you can also put in one app, but this is a different manufacturer. Yeah. And in case that you have after this grouping, you have more possibilities to find connections between this, or in the worst case, you have 2 or 3 of these apps instead of 20 or 25 or 50.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about the kitchen, that's one kind of area, and
it's around cooking and all what is related to this. It could be one focus, and the other one is the heating system is the house and the flat, maybe the illumination in the garage, and also the garage door, and all this can be controlled by one app.
Yeah.
Also the lock system.
Okay. Yeah, we see a big increase in healthcare applications. Also, generally, demand of healthcare smart, like making healthcare more smart. Of course, in the context of the pandemic, I think that got a new push. But also before, it was something.
I think the people are more sensitive to watch her health, and also they reflect what they eat. In the past, they have eaten fast food, nobody cares. But in the meantime, they see, okay, it's better to have healthy food, and then also I feel better. And in this case, people spend also more money for biological treated food. And in this case, I see a trend or tendency that people like to know more about their health. And in this case, they accept also the fitness tracker, or they also count the information, what they eat, when they eat, how many, and is it healthy or not. I think this is in focus now of the people, and this is also setting a new trend in the market. And it's possible to see, in case that people go to the supermarket and buy also healthy food, or they go to the green market and also buy healthy food directly from the farmer, and they have the guarantee that it's not affected by any poison or any other things that are not healthy.
Yeah. And are there new applications that are based on, let's say, based on your products, that or new applications could arise? I think you mentioned
we have.
You could use the data for the doctor.
The problem is you cannot develop all devices in one day. You have to make a decision, and you have to start with 1 or 2 applications. And in case that the market is growing, then you can say, okay, we develop now the next device, and we have a list of devices what we have in focus. For example, we like to control the sleep of the baby. That is also important because of breathing. There is a possibility that a child stops breathing and is dying in the night. And in case that you watch the breathing rhythm, you can see there is something wrong, and then you get also an alarm. Another possibility would be a video camera that you control how the baby is moving in the cradle. And as long as it's moving, then it's all okay. In case it starts to be very quiet, then maybe you get also an alarm. This is also an intelligent algorithm you can program, and in this case you have more control on the baby.
Okay.
This is one example what we could think in the future.
Yeah, thank you, Lutwin. I think that was really nice finish. There are a lot of possibilities, and I certainly agree with that, especially in this area. It's really trending. I see that, and I think you are really on the head of the curve with this product, and really looking forward to help you establishing more products and be successful on the market. I really personally like the device and also this one. It's really cool, cool stuff.
Also, thank you very much to Softec, because without specialists like Softec, we could not do it, because we have not the know-how. We have only the vision or the idea, and someone has to realize to make this happen.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for listening to this episode. I hope you enjoyed the conversation with Lutwin. If you missed any of my episode, this was the 6th one. You find all the videos on YouTube, Facebook and LinkedIn, so you can visit it there. And of course, I would be really grateful if you share that, or if you leave some comments, and always reach out directly to me if you have any questions, or if you maybe have an idea for one of the next video blogs that are coming. Servus, Paka, and bye.